Gretchen, I wonder if my lint's gonna show. And there's a hole in my pants too. That's just so hillbilly right there.
Now you dance. Yeah.
A hill baby.
Hollywood Hillbilly.
Should we establish that Hollywood is a community in Los Angeles?
I don't think we need to.
Okay.
People know what Hollywood is.
Dude, I don't think they do. Hollywood's like a concept.
So you're driving down to the Smoky Mountains and you think, well, I've seen Deliverance. And so you lock the car doors just in case the car were to break down.
When I think back to some of my earliest memories of seeing hillbillies, the first one that I remember is Deliverance. I saw that in elementary school, and I'll never forget thinking, wow, this place looks really monstrous. My mom's from these mountains, and I wonder who these people really are.
Hillbilly land in Hollywood is where things are going to happen that are out of the norm.
These people are not like us. Sometimes they're very romanticized. More frequently, they're venal, vicious, violent.
Don't hurt my sister! Get in the house!
So often when rural people are shown, they're being shown as religious fanatics or they're dumb.
You ever see a house like this in all your born days?
They are white people on the fringes of what the urban onlooker considers normative. It's gonna be a hell of a ride! The hillbilly is a kind of keep-away sign.
I keep telling our druggy son to take the satellite dish to his house, but he don't have a house.
I've lived in Los Angeles for 12 years now. I lived most of my life in Eastern Kentucky, and I remember when I first moved here, like one day I went out, probably 20 miles out of the city on the 10 East, and you stop at a diner and you walk in, and all of a sudden it's like, well, wait a minute. I felt like I was at home. Yeah, it's like there are rural people right here in the backyard of Hollywood, California, where we are now. This film is for those folks. Like, this film is for anybody who is a hillbilly or anybody who knows one.
See, I was raised up on this mountain right here. I was in the 4th grade when they came.
Talk about genetic deficiencies. Isn't that pitiful?
People have to ask themselves, why do they want to see this over and over again? Because they do.
Do you identify as a hillbilly?
That's a great question. Hillbilly is a very difficult concept and word. It's often used in a way that's derogatory and in a way that puts down people who are rural, people who live in the mountains, and that's very difficult for me, given that I grew up there and I've spent most of my life in Eastern Kentucky. Those images don't always reflect the people there and, who they are.
TV shows like Buck Wild, Moonshiners, Duck Dynasty.
I gotta pee.
Seem to be playing on the need that people have to separate themselves. If they can't do it by class, they can do it by culture. So I might have lost my job, I might not have any more money than someone in West Virginia, but my God, at least that's not how I live.
J.W. Williamson, one of our advisors, says hillbillies are from anywhere where the ground ain't flat. There's an Appalachia everywhere.
Poverty that has a white face definitely gives a lie to the whole idea of the American dream, democracy. So we push white poverty into the hills.
Every Appalachian at some point has to ask themselves if they believe those portrayals or if they're going to defy those portrayals.
We've been together about 9 years. We can play banjos and we can clog and we can make moonshine, but we're not daughters.
And canned good jelly. No region in America is more misunderstood than Appalachia.
I love where I'm from, and for that reason I can now say, hey, I am a hillbilly, and I would love to create a portrait of Appalachia and of the region that makes people feel like, yes, I'm from there, and yes, this is a beautiful place.
I mean, this is America. And we all deserve to see ourselves portrayed on screen in a way that feels fair and accurate and dynamic and nuanced.
This film is about American people and about the complexity that exists within the spirit of this country. This film is also for people who live in other rural areas. We've been filming all over the region. We've been in northern Georgia, we've been in West Virginia, we've been in Kentucky, we've been in Ohio. We've interviewed dozens of Appalachian folks. We've interviewed a lot of Appalachian studies scholars. Making a movie is tough. It takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of people. It takes equipment. We have to get there. We have to stay there. We are looking to raise money to shoot more in the region for roughly 20 days. We need to do months of editing, and we have a lot of third-party archival materials that we need to source.
We invite you all to join the community, join our team.
This film's a movement. We want to help America reimagine what the term hillbilly really means. Sally really is she's like an Appalachian at heart. There's no question.
Can you
about
clog?
That. I can't.
I can't clog more than that.
I'd love to take a lesson though. That'd be a fun gift. There are clogging lessons.